Mm-hmm.
And we can still have an our conversation.
Midwest in the building.
All my rights are reserved. Oh yeah, and I know my rights.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
What's
What
good with the people out there on this nice Saturday?
Oh, wow. What it do?
Peace, peace. Grand, 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 grand. It's past the rising, but grand rising still. We been up. We risen a while ago. Grand rising. Peace to the gods and goddesses.
Peace, peace,
Yes,
peace,
sir.
peace, Troy.
Good.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Tang. Keeping it real.
It is definitely a beautiful day.
Chief Mac. Peace to the gods. What it do?
Hey, Kay, I see you out there, Kyrie.
Kay is in the house again on mamas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as people come in, I just want y'all to think about this one question. Where is your first church and why? And if you know the correct answer to that, then you'll understand why you're chosen out of your family to break these generational curses and why you came upon Midwest Channel and you part of this community, because we all woke up like Otis just said. We rose a long time ago and we've been woke. It's hard to go back to sleep once you learn about yourself and have an understanding and an overstanding of everything that's going on. Where's your first church? Where's your first temple? Yo, why? I see some answers coming through. I see Dirty Woods, Marpree, Within. Exactly. It's yourself. So you should never have to go to a building to ever feel like you in church. You want to take control of your thoughts, your mentality, your mind, body, soul, and your creation. And always know that you got that connection to the Most High. And treat people the way that you want to be treated.
Oh, wow.
I think if people really think about that, MW, they'll realize that they're special. You know, some people be like, you think you too perfect. You perfect in the creator's eyes. And now you got to show why that you feel like you perfect, but you got to be doing good things. You can't be out there doing bad saying, hey, I'm perfect, because ain't nobody really perfect. You just got to be in the right. Yeah.
Honor with each other, and you know, when you make a mistake, you got to apologize to your brother and your sister or your sister, and be accountable for your mistakes, and stand up and be a man or a woman, and get that shit together and make sure it don't happen again. And that's what we got to do, accountable for ourselves. Mama.
Yeah. Because people know when they wrong.
It starts with the man in the motherfucking mirror.
Hey, people know when they wrong because they feel a different way inside.
Right. So once you change that feeling, then you'll be able to correct that wrong and make it right and move away from it and make sure you don't do it again.
I like that. That's just like fail first attempt in learning.
Absolutely.
You know, everybody have a first attempt in learning. A baby didn't know how to just come out the womb and run track like Usain Bolt, breaking world records. You know, the baby came out, start flipping over on his belly and shit, start wiggling around. Then learned how to get up on his knees. Then learned how to get up on, you know, on the two legs.
How to crawl before he walked.
Exactly. And then once you perfect walking, then now you got your stride right.
He didn't learn how to walk before he can crawl. Because if you learn how to walk before you can crawl, you ain't gonna never figure out. You ain't gonna never figure out shit. Because when you crawl, you go through shit. You know? You be tired of being on them knees, that will make you stand up. But if you ain't never been on them knees crawling around and shit, you ain't never got tired. You know? You ain't never hit that motherfucker on nothing to feel that pain. So now you up, somebody hit you in his legs, you weak.
Man.
You weak.
You like a giraffe.
You want to learn the end. You want to learn the end game before you get it the beginning. That's like this process. A lot of people want the end game and don't even want the beginning. They say, "Well, I'll do that later, as long as I know this. As long as I know this, I'm good." You know, but that ain't how it works because we had to get all this put it together to make it come to where it's at right now.
Man, full circle. You know, we had to go through full circle. We had to get ridiculed. People was talking shit about us. People then sold us wrong information. People then tried to misguide us.
Absolutely, Chief Mac. You absolutely right too, money boy.
You know, we had to go through the concrete jungle just to see some of the light, just to move some of the fog out the way. Now, like that lady said, now I can see clearly that the rain is gone.
I can see clearly now.
You know, now I'm realizing I am Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay. Now I realize who I am, what I am, what
Otis who?
do. Otis, Look at that energy. Look at that energy.
Wow. Otis who? God damn it.
They don't. Hey, a lot of people don't know about that. Oh, Otis. I heard. All right, so y'all know Colorado is playing today versus Colorado State. You know, and I be on Deion Sanders watching a lot of stuff. And today, when I heard him talking on one of his little speeches, I heard Otis energy come out. I was like, oh, that's that. He said, it's not about confidence, baby. He said about knowing what you know. And can't nobody knock you off your square. And if you ain't getting it between the ears, you ain't there yet. I was like, oh, man, that's how it's, you know. And right now, everybody is going against Deion. Some people love him. Some people dislike him right now because he's doing things that they didn't expect nobody like that to do because it was uncommon. Sometimes you just got to step out and do things that you believe in your heart. You know,
Deion, for real. This is how I look at it, because again, I'm a very visual person. So when I look at Deion and when I hear him speak and the way he moves and and the way he's so unapologetic about how he moves and why he makes the decisions that he makes, and he can honestly admit when he's wrong. He reminds me of us. And when I say us, I mean us that know what we know, and no one can tell us anything different because we know what we experienced, we know what we saw, we know what we felt, we know, period.
Yeah.
So with that being said, and that's how I honestly feel, and that's what Dion exudes, and that's what
Yeah.
he's living right now. He's doing it his way, and he's unapologetic about it. Period.
And he's teaching that locker room to live that same way.
Exactly. As long as you don't harm anyone, and you're living in
Man,
your own space. But if they come after you now, protect yourself. Oh, well, and what did he say? Oh, you making this personal. Okay. Because it's never personal. Just like in this situation,
yeah.
like in our lifestyle, because this is a lifestyle. It's not personal. It may feel that way at times. Most definitely. It feels that way. Yes. But it's not personal. The entities are not making this personal. The foreclosure company is not making it personal. The electric company, when you fell behind on the Federal Reserve notes because we didn't know any better, and we didn't know that the remittance that was coming in, the presentment, the security, however you want to call it, and however you learn it and how you take it in, we didn't know what it was, and it's not their fault that they put that on your credit report and made, well, not yours, but your allegiance. You get what I'm saying? It's not their fault. Ain't none of that personal. That's all business.
Yeah.
So once we learn that, we good. But at times it gets personal. Getting back, I digress, but it gets back. It gets personal sometimes, and you have to handle that. But for the most part, in this realm, it's business. Now, when you're dealing amongst us, especially on this platform, then it's personal. So that's how I decipher it, because we've been through some stuff already. Some longer than others, most definitely. So with that being said, that will be personal. It ain't business at all. The hell with that. This is personal. Me, Midwest, you, that's personal. Period. But everybody else, not everybody else, the other entities that may have a proxy talking for them, the customer service people, the clerks, the people behind the recorder's office, but we call them gatekeepers, that's fine. They are not making it personal. They may appear to be. No, that's all business. They don't know no better. We got to know what's up.
Yeah, I like what Chief Mac said. The private don't do religion. So then that falls back to my first question when I asked everybody, "Where's your first church?" and why did I become a minister over myself? It's because religion was made to divide us, and when I became a minister over myself, it was universal. That didn't have nothing to do with no religion, nobody else's stuff. That was for me and my spirituality and knowing who I am. You know, I just started looking at it as that. My body was my first temple, my first church. So I'm a minister over myself, over my mind, body, soul, and my creations.
You know, he didn't have to take an oath to know that he's a church. You know, you don't have to take an oath to speak the words of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? For incentives.
Nope. Yeah. Why would somebody have? That's what I don't understand.
If we do His work, He gonna bless us because we bless ourselves because we understand the work we do. It's for the God that's in us. That's who move us. That's why when you do shit you ain't got no business, I always feel like somebody watching you and shit. That's because you know damn well you ain't got no business doing that shit. So don't even do it. Just ask God to forgive you for that thought. Straight up.
That's why I feel this way, MW.
Oh, mama.
Cause man, we just moving, and we keeping it in honor. And as long as we stand in honor, the bliss. Look, the bliss is coming. It's every day. We living in the bliss right now. It's already done.
I agree with that.
So now, if I see a bill come through, hey, the creator got a bill. Hey, yo, Jesus, you got a bill. I'm finna send it straight to the Jesus, you got a bill.
Straight up.
No worries. And now it's just about expanding the territory, expanding how much can I think? How much do you believe? How much do you believe you can actually do? It's not about the money, y'all. It's about your belief. You know, a baby believed they can walk because they saw other people running. They was like, man, if that fool over there running, why I can't just run? And they had to start off crawling. So it's like you can see somebody else's vision, Walmart, Ford, PG&E, electric companies. We see their visions, right? We see how they did it. And we see how people were struggling trying to keep up with it of how they built it. How can you make it better? What can you do to make it better if it wasn't no funds involved? If you had a bill that come through and you like, hey, I'm finna send it. What can you create? You know, the mind is a terrible thing to waste because a lot of people, they said the Rockefellers didn't want a world of thinkers. They wanted a world of workers. Well, what would happen if it was a world of thinkers? It'd be, I ain't gonna say the opposite of how they doing production with the assembly line. That's what they put public schools out there for, to make people know how to follow orders and take orders. Wait, follow orders, which is directions, commands, and stuff like that, and follow and take orders from higher authority. What'd happen if somebody was in there free thinking? Like, man, y'all got me in here slaving all this time, and I can make it an easier process. But instead, y'all want to keep it done like this, so y'all can keep order y'all way.
Yep.
Come on now. We all can improve something because we all got our own talents. The Creator gave all of us our own talents. Some of us got multi-talents. Like, fuck. Schools do look like prisons. Just think, you go to school, you go there for them 8 years. You learn how to be a nice little worker.
Debt slave.
A debt slave. Then you go to college. Couple of more years. That's adding on to your debt. Imagine if we taught people from first grade all the way to when they about 15, 14, 15. And then after 15, they got to take classes on financial literacy, spirituality, helping and learning how to operate with these securities. The world would be way different. Instead of everybody working for somebody that's hurting them, now, depending on that person's heart that learned this information, that'll be the best business to work for. Work is not work when you love what you're doing. It's called a humanitarian project. That's what work really should be about. Doing something that you love that's bettering off society. You'll wake up every day wanting to do it. You'll never want to go to sleep. Peace. Shy Vegas, Brian B. Exactly, Chief Mac. Anything pushed on the masses is indoctrination. Come on now. That's why we here, because we knew something was going on. A lot of us right now, if y'all look at y'all right palm, y'all got an M. Them lines in y'all hand, they got an M.
Money man.
Yeah, mine got the 2 M's in my left and right. Some people got just 1 M. Some people lines don't even connect. But you know you here for a reason based upon certain things. Then they show you that your body is designed a certain way. Based upon your feet structure, That lets you know. He said the private rise up and the public wake up. That's a cold one right there. Look, Timothy said facts. He got that M. If y'all got an M out there in y'all palms, go on and put a 5 in the chat. Because that means you been here for a reason. Your vibration, your frequency. This is our tribe. Your tribe is your vibe. Or your vibe is your tribe. Damn, there's more people than I thought. Already jumping out with the 5s. Like, hold on. Midwest, your frequency, man. You got me talking about bruh man from the 5th floor. Because everybody don't have that M in their hand. And it's crazy. It's almost like we was marked different than other people. Everybody got their own types of markings. And that let us know we've been here before, man. We've been doing this from the West to the Midwest. We was headed there to get our check. Peter said he got MW. He got an M on one side and a W on the other. Man. Oh man, this is crazy. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you gonna get. What you got going on for this Saturday, MW?
Just sitting here chilling, reading the comment section. I'm gonna chill out. I had a football game this morning. Kobe them won 30-0.
Whoa. Sound like that was a good game.
They played a good game. Yeah, they played a good game.
Look, everybody, damn near everybody in the chat got the 5. So we all got the mark. That's that generational curse breaker. Like, you chosen, you chosen, you chosen, you chosen. I'm gonna pick 144,000 of you little motherfuckers, right? Oh, nah. Oh, man. I'm finna pick y'all. I'm finna give all y'all a nice little blessing. This is a lesson and suggestion. And y'all finna go out there, y'all finna change the world. Everybody go think y'all crazy. But it's up to you to stand on your square. And once you start changing things, and it's gonna change. Once it changes, it's gonna change fast. It's just like a bamboo stick. You can plant a bamboo seed, it'll stay under the ground for 5 years before anything poke up out of the ground. See, that's what that 5 was for that I asked y'all to put up there. So, with a bamboo stick, if you plant it in the ground from seed, you gotta water that seed for 5 years before anything even pokes a stem out of the ground, a head or anything. You like, man, I thought I was winning. I keep doing this paperwork. I'm learning, I'm learning. This years is going by, but I don't see no progress because the progress was hidden. The progress was in the private. It wasn't in the public.
Oh, mamas.
But once the bamboo come from up under the dirt, that first year it pokes its head out, it grows fast, like super fast. that's just like this. We've been out here banging on the beats for so long, getting this information, filling up with so much different information. Everybody was like, all that information is for no reason. Then all of a sudden, bam, there go your reason. And now the reason sets in, and now we all come together. Now we building communities in a whole different way. Everybody will now be looking at you like, whoa.
What up?
It is hard to kill a bamboo. Once it come up out of the ground, you can keep chopping that shit, like with the little semi sword, and it'll still grow back real fast. So once you got the game and you got your roots set, you got all your paperwork done, your foundations, everything set up, they can't stop you. That's like Jim Carrey with the olive tree. What's the blue sapphire stump? Like, oh man, I can't keep dropping certain nuggets. See, envy, it's like that. It seemed like the only reason why people act like they don't know this information is because they was never given the right books or never ran into the right person that led them to the right books. This information been out there for years, eons ago. But who was gonna spend the time like MW did to learn? A lot of people pick up a book, read the cover, and that's far as they get.
Oh, mama, put that motherfucker down.
Man, they read the cover, the index. They never even make it to the definitions, and the book just sit there. And then they call you and go, Midwest, how you do this?
Right.
Midwest, how they do this? And I'm like, shit, it was in book page number whoop-de-whoop. And they like, where did you get that book from? And then as soon as I tell them what book it is, they go, man, MB, I had that book right here the whole time.
I had this book for 5 years and never read it.
They had the book before I did.
What it do, money boy? Midwest, Otis.
Dirty Wood.
Dirty.
What's good, fam?
Oh man, everything every day. Always working.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
That's why they did that old school song, always and forever. We stay at it. She said, those that don't seek must don't want.
seek and you shall find.
Sometimes they seeking the wrong stuff and they finding what they don't want. That's why. You got to come in with pure hands to get pure guidance. You know, you get blessings from upstairs, you can get blessings from downstairs. You just got to know your blessings and know which way you stand in honest integrity, walking in truth. Nice, Sheena. They wasn't chosen to see, so they only can see far as their eyes can see. It was like they had on glasses and they lens wasn't focused in to where we can see past, and they was still stuck. They was nearsighted. They couldn't see into the future. Ooh, some people need their eyes checked. That's crazy. Oh man, how that feel, Tanya? Or I don't want to mess up your name. She said she just finished seeing 3 houses and on a natural high. Ain't nothing like that. That's because our bodies, right? Our bodies produce every drug that's natural out there. Our bodies can produce it naturally. So when you're happy, your body energy level rises and energy creeps through your back, through your body. And you know, your pineal gland now sparks. That's your creation. That's your seeing into your third eye. Now the energy hits there. And now your body start releasing all this wonderful things that's natural. Just enough to get you on that natural high and not on this man-made induced high. You know, we supposed to wake up in that every day. We supposed to wake up in that type of high, in that natural high. Like everybody walking with a bounce. Remember when we watch TV shows and we see people walking with a bounce, you're like, man, why that man walking like that? It look like they bouncing because they on a natural high. And I believe we making it there, y'all, by the information that we learned. And now we know we supposed to operate a certain way. Midwest, you just didn't let me. I'm over here just running my mouth like a chatterbox.
What you say?
I said, you got me over here just running my mouth like a faucet. That's
Oh, you good. You good.
I'm over here just talking.
Pass the weed. No.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel good. Shit. I don't know. My energy level is just high. Like she say, I'm on a
Right.
natural high and plus on that tree. Shit.
Where Kobe going? Two of the 3, like I said.
You reading that comment, D?
Yeah.
Oh man, don't that sound like my deal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
See, that just made. See, I feel like I just bought another house because she just said that. I feel like I just bought one. Like, damn, everybody in the community, every time one of y'all buy a house, a car, or do something positive, even negative, I still feel it. But it's like, damn, we always doing something. We ain't backing down.
Nope. We know it's there now. They used to be able to hide it. Can't hide it now. Now we gotta get a step ahead of them, just in case they try to change something.
True. Oh, man. See, I almost started just.
Yeah, yeah,
See?
yeah, yeah.
See? You know I love to talk.
I'm
I'm the
glad
most
you caught
shyest
yourself.
talker. Look, a shy talker. That's an oxymoron. I love to talk, but I'm shy than a motherfucker, especially when I got the right nugget. You ask the right question, you're going to get the right spiel.
And you know what I was studying, I study multiple things, but I was reading matter of fact, I got the book right here. It's an old book too. When I say it's old, it's old. It's the ancient arts. The ancient arts. This book is like old as dirt, dude. Come out of the Library of Congress. I don't even know how my family got it, but I got it. But anyway, and it's old. And as I was reading it, I realized, a lot of people that originate here, right? You know your last name. They say, "Oh, your last name come from the slave owner," right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lie, dude. That's a lie. See, in this book right here I'm reading, and it's got all ancient artifacts. It's got the way the stuff was made, and this, all this, historical stuff that they found that was already here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the people that were already here, the land that was already here, since they were there were a lot of substantial families, right? Because your family was over a certain group of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those names that were over a group of people, they had it wasn't even called a tribe. They just had their family name. So since you had a family name, that land that your family was on, right?
Mm-hmm.
That got carried on and inherited, right? As that got passed down through generations, when the people came in to take over the land on paper, they must have the same name as you
Mm.
because they came from another country. When they come from another country, they would have that country's name.
True.
That sounds like somebody driving.
Yeah, somebody in the wind. So my last name, right? Belton. They got a Belton, Texas, Belton, Missouri. They got South Carolina where there's Belton. They got all this land where there was a whole city and everything under the last name Belton. They got a Belton cemetery. They got a Belton schools. They got Belton everything. When I looked it up, longitude, latitude, I wanted to know where was Long. I think it was called Longate, Longtown, Belton. I was like, what the? So it basically tied us to the land, to the land, to the land, to the land under one name.
Yeah. Like you're like because of the land mass, like your family might have been very good at doing certain things. So that's the reason why your name comes from. Whatever your name is, that's what your family like basically did. But that's the reason why you have so many Beltons in different areas, because your family got scattered out. When your family got scattered out from its birthplace, that's when they were able to come in and take the last name. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you go look up your last name and it says where it's from, of course it's going to say, oh, okay, it originated over here. But when you go and look at the census, and you see that majority of the Beltons were in this area, then that means that area is where it originates from.
And
That
that's
name.
what I did. I went and looked. Once I found out certain stuff, I went and looked up the census. And I was looking up the graveyard of the census of the Beltons. And I got it off of my little family. You know how you do the little family tree thing?
Hold on, somebody. I
Money
can't
boy,
hear you.
yeah. Who is there on the platform that has their line open?
They right under D.
I'm on the platform, guys.
Yeah, could you mute your mic until you talking, because their feedback is loud, please.
Okay.
Appreciate you. All right, go ahead, Money Boy.
Yeah, so you know that Ancestry, I think it was on Ancestry or whatever, where they give you the little trees and the little links, the leaf.
Yeah.
So I put one of those together, and based upon what I already knew. So when they started putting up little links and little hints, I knew the names. I knew certain names from, my family talking. Then when I got to one name, that's when it came up and I found out about Longtown. And I was like, Longtown, what the hell? What's out there? That's where I found out it was the cemetery. And then it was the whole land. I was like, you mean to tell me longitude, latitude, X, Y, and Z, And they got all this right here. They got their own post office. They own all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
yet they tell me that Belton is Irish, what they say, German, or all these other different nationalities. I'm like, man, this stuff is crazy.
Well, the thing about it is that's the reason why, I'll be dropping the gems up here because I know a lot of people don't know that um, about the war signica, and how the color of your crest that determines where your family where they was ranked as far as in society.
Mm.
And a lot of people don't know that. They don't. Like if you got like on your flag, on your family crest flag, it might have indentations on it. You got to know what those indentations mean.
You
Yeah,
said on your family flag?
yeah,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
coat of arms, your family crest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, you are placed. You already are placed in a certain part of society. You just have to recognize it, and not only recognize it, you must go in and say, okay, this is who I am. This is me. This is my family. That's why. That's why when you look at Gucci, that's a last name. Louis
Hmm.
Vuitton, last name. But and if you go to their home, they have their family crest outside their home. You know,
They flag and it's flying like
yeah. Or if they got a gate, they have their family crest on the gate.
on the gate. You know, when
Because,
you see somebody, when you pull up to the estate, and next you know you see the gate open with the double gates, that be their
mm-hmm,
family crest right there that opens up.
mm-hmm. And when you have that, you protect it, and you're protected under a different set of rules. I want to really say
Hmm.
what I want to say, but I can't. So I'm just gonna call it rules. But yeah, it puts you in
Wow.
a different light, as they say.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Google your last name with the coat of arms or family crest behind it, and then one would pop up.
You have a regular crest, and then you have a war crest. If your family fought or was part of the like if the men was always in the coat of arms. So if your family was in the coat of arms, you'll have a different kind of crest. If your family was um, up in stature, you have a different kind of color. You
I have a
Hmm.
question.
like a royalty status.
Hmm.
What if you put your last name up and you can't find the family crest on you?
Say what again?
I said, what if you pull up your last name to see if you have a family crest and you can't find one?
Where's your family from?
On my dad's side, the Mississippi, but I pulled up and I didn't see a family crest on my last name, McGrown.
Oh, McGrone.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
McGrone.
McGrone. It's right here. I got it right here. Your family crest. Your family crest. Let me see. Your family has like three. Y'all have like three crests.
Hey, he got that green and yellow one. Look nice, huh?
Yeah, but that's not his.
Okay.
That's not. That wouldn't be. Well, I don't know. What's your ethnicity?
American Indian, Cherokee, Choctaw.
Okay. Yours. You have a war crest.
Okay.
You have a war crest. Uh, you'll be looking for the one that's got that has tassels.
I see a couple of them popped up when I put in McGrone.
What
His
about
got
mine?
his will be yours will have tassels, and it was
Oh,
you
shit.
have yours is oh snap. Hold up. Yours is the Phoenix, yo.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, your family crest is
Wow.
Phoenix.
You know what the Phoenix means, don't you? Don't
You
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 won't
you have a
fly. You'd
you have
The
a
return.
phoenix
you
rising
have a
from the
war
ashes.
you have a war crest with flames, dude.
Whoa.
That's rare. I ain't really never seen that before.
Phoenix means we shall rise again out of the ashes.
Wow.
Your family was high in arms, dude.
Okay, so how do you find that again?
Well, I got a couple of things that I do to get the right one. But you can go if you just really want to just find all the crests, you can just go on Google and type it in if that's what you want to do. It'll give you a crest. But you got to know like where your family line your lineage is. When he told me he was in Mississippi, then I know what to look for.
You know that each state, guys, before the United States came in here and created the states, that each state was a country initially.
Yeah.
From
Um, my
from the
grown
Mississippi.
your hunted head is a razorback.
Can you tell me what mine is?
What's your last name?
My original last name is Moore.
Oh, well, that's easy.
I was about to say, yeah. He got what it was. You know how many
Yeah,
times
that's
we
it.
already done checked out? Nah.
Hold on, where at? What location?
From well, on my mother's side is Louisiana.
Oh, you down south right here. Okay.
Right.
How was it spelled? How's it spelled? It's spelled differently, but
Louisiana,
how just no
Louisiana, or my
no
last name Moore.
last name.
Moore.
Okay, so it's yours can be spelled any
Yeah,
Mor. Yeah, okay, I got you. Hold on. They added the E to distinguish. I got you.
Right.
exactly.
All right, let me see.
You never know
Oh,
what you get.
okay. Uh, your family is royalty.
Royalty. Mm.
Uh huh. But you have hold on. But you have hold on. You have triple rings, so that means your family branched off a few times.
Hmm.
You know what's interesting, guys, is that they say we were slaves. We came here on slave ships. When we started doing the research and we started studying, seeing our family lineage and genealogy, it says just the opposite. We're most were prisoners of war other than slaves. We were never slaves. And when we find that out, then everything changes. You start moving to your rightful place as gods and goddesses.
Well, only means making a low wage.
Mm.
So when you own the land and you did sharecropping, when they made it a law for it to be illegal for blacks to own land, then you had to put the land in your partnership name. So your sharecropper that you were sharing the land with, which was someone that came from somewhere else, you had to share. That's why they call it sharecropping. You had to share the wealth. So you're literally giving over what belongs to you illegally, but legally on their end.
Mhm.
So it was literally slavery, but it means that you got a low wage.
How about that?
Mm.
Okay. Oh snap. Okay, your family. The arms is turned to the right with a sword. So your family didn't believe in war.
Mm.
The ones that believed in war was mainly red. They're red or red and purple. They believed in war. They were like high in war, like they were like the captains and stuff like that. But your family was high because you have stars.
Now,
You just didn't believe in the war.
now do mine, Dirty. Hold on. Do mine. You might find something different. You over here, you running something different.
He's like he going to business, man.
Yeah, he going in right now, like crazy. All right, so mine is Belton, and my family was from South Carolina and Louisiana down that way.
What is Bellin?
Belton, Belton.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. There's Beltons all around here.
Yeah,
I'm about to tell you.
those my family members. Look, this is like waiting on Midwest ID right now.
That's cold blooded. That's cold blooded.
Everybody in the chat like, mine's blue and yellow. Buy this, buy that. We all like, we lined up right now, y'all.
Cold blooded.
Pure.
Okay, your family was in. Your family didn't originate in South Carolina though. Your family originated close to Canada, off the edge of Canada, really in between Canada and America.
So like the Northwest.
Then they migrated, but y'all have, oh man, your family was literally royalty up in that area. You have three. Hold on, let me make sure what that is first before I start saying some stuff. Okay, your family is basically known for taking in documentation, but y'all was the gatekeepers of knowledge.
Whoa.
For real, right? Like what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 pigeons, and you got tassels, and your colors range from red, purple, and gold.
Yeah, money boy in the building. Wait,
okay.
hold on. Money man in the building. Money man in the building.
But you also had. Now I don't know if your family was y'all was heavy in war though.
Facts. I do, man. OG Bobby Johnson don't play.
Oh, y'all was heavy in war. Dang on, hold on. I just found something else. What is that?
You confirming everything that I didn't already study.
Yeah, okay. And your war signings are bells. So that is right.
And that's why it was the bell.
Y'all was the overseers. And y'all had the tassels, not tassels. So you kept up with all the important things and you controlled it. And y'all was heavy in war, so y'all might have been leaders. Like people had to go to your family before they even started a war.
Yeah, man. That's why I was the one out of all my brothers and sisters that learned to control my temper. Because everybody, man, they had flipped that switch. Once that switch is flipped, it's like there's no understanding. And I had to become humble enough to realize a person with that type of power. And if all my friends around me, if I got mad and my friends got a wind of it, whoever I was mad at had problems. So I understand.
Oh man, like, it said your family. Listen, it said in your family arms did no one you. They just didn't. You couldn't make no mistakes.
Wow.
You had clerks and priests. Y'all was over everything. For real.
I do know that. And that's crazy. That's crazy that you can see that through a crest. Everything I've been studying, and then here you go on a fucking Saturday and see hella shit on one Saturday.
Okay,
Like,
your family was very the reason why your family was involved in remaking the new world.
mm. So that's why I woke up from the turmoil of all this bullshit. But
And
it's
y'all control the waterways through Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, Poland, France, and Spain.
Whoa.
yep, I do know that.
Wow.
Dang, your family was big, dude.
And I think they just fell asleep and forgot
Nah,
who the hell it was.
they just got took over by the pen.
Mm.
They got enslaved through the pen.
Prisoners of
Mm.
words.
Well, they got rid of the kings and queens.
Yeah.
Once they wrote out the kings and queens, your family was a king. If somebody in your family was high stature, meant you was a king over your area or a queen over your area. Once they decided there was no king and queen, then it got took down basically.
Damn, seemed like the fall of the empire.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'll click back on in a second. I got to jump off right quick.
Yep, good looking, D. That was some crazy knowledge right now that was just being kicked out. You got everybody
Yeah,
going crazy.
that was some good stuff. That was some
Yeah.
good stuff.
And he came through and said everything I've been studying about my family and how I already knew we was from royalty and all of the shit. But I
Yep.
just happened to been looking at the man in the mirror and was like, something is going on around this motherfucker. If we royalty, why are we still paying? Why are we struggling if we supposed to be royalty? Somebody didn't step up to the plate and say, hey, I'm standing on my square. I'm
Yep.
taking back what's ours.
Yep. That's funny. He said that my family was royalty because I was just told that maybe about 2 weeks ago. But I already knew that because right when this information came out about 7 years ago, well, that's when I caught wind of it, about 7 years ago in 2017, it was some crazy stuff that happened. Like lightning struck my house. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like God getting my attention. And then those eclipses happened like back to back. It was a big eclipse around that time too when I first found this information out. And I think that's when I really woke up, when I really started paying attention when that eclipse happened. And then lightning struck my house. I was like, what? I was like, it's not often that people get struck by lightning, or maybe it is, but it ain't never happened to me or anybody I knew. So I was like, when this information came out, I seen Money Boy, I seen Midwest, and I seen a couple of other people. And I was like, wow, like, okay, it's time to wake up. Something is happening.
Yeah. And Envy,
Something is
I don't know
happening.
what site he got that from, Envy. If I knew, I would have just aired it out. Da, 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 da. But I didn't. I just happened to been doing my studying, like she said, 2017. I really woke up around 2015. 2017 is when I pressed the gas. But 2015, that's when I was studying that part. My family crest, where we from, how we traveled, how when this was one continent, where my people was. I know this was considered West Africa, because with one continent, it was not called Africa. This was the West, and I knew we was the rulers of it. And then all of the people that was connected to my family, like everybody on here, it was like my family didn't go and just take over tribes. They didn't do that. They annexed with tribes. They became partners with tribes. So that's why it was hard for anybody to come and infiltrate us, which was in the middle, because everybody on the outside, all of the tribes on the outside was brother and sisters to us. I did learn that in my histories of finding everything about this knowledge.
Triple stars. Woo. Tell me something.
Yeah. Look, you would have been the queen or one of the princesses. I would have been one of the prince over here in my family. You was over there in your family. We was back then. And then when they
Yep.
came through and cursed everybody, we all fell asleep. All of the little people fell asleep. Doom, 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 doom. So now we was lost. And now we the heirs to the estate. That's why MW came through. When he woke up, he came
Yep.
through with that energy and was like, his tribe was probably, man, ain't no telling. Like, if we
Ain't no
heard all
telling.
that about my tribe, what the hell we gonna hear about Midwest tribe?
Midwest, right. More
And
than
then,
likely he was royalty too.
kind of find out you were part of the royalty. Everybody in here was part of royalty in some way. I do know that
Yep.
because my
Yep.
family was connected. All of our friends was royalty, and now here we are coming together, waking up, and it's the same vibe. When I just said, everybody look at your hand, we all got the M.
Man, Money Boy, I swear about it was a month ago. There was I don't know if he was Indian, but I couldn't really make out the language. But he was doing a short and he was doing the people that had the M's. And he said the people that have the M's in their palms, they're going to be millionaires. That's why when you said that today, I was like, man, that's crazy.
Well, I ain't never seen that one.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I was just going. I had, just studying my hand, studying different things, studying my body, studying my feet, studying just the pathways of the ridges of my fingers. Everything is different. Everything is for a reason. Everything is a signature.
Mm-hmm.
These bodies were designed for a certain reason. Once you know how these bodies was designed, then you know how to interact with yourself. Once you know how to interact with yourself, the energy that you push out is radiant. You either gonna be like a magnet. You're gonna be receiving or you're gonna be pushing.
Yep.
And we all of beacons. We're nothing but beacons, balls of energy trapped inside this clay. And that's what
Yep.
I ain't gonna say what made us royalty was some of us, our energy level was so high and it would just reach so far. Like nothing will come back void. Even
Exactly.
your thoughts never came back void. That's why they say watch your thoughts.
Yep. Facts. And today, this weekend marks a special time in the Bible. I was reading the Bible, and today is Rosh Hashanah. Today is the actual start. Well, actually, it was yesterday. It started yesterday evening on the 15th, on the evening time at sunset, where this is the new Jewish New Year. This is the for the Hebrew Israelites. And when I was going through Google last night, it was saying that, like, kind of like the Muslims, but it ain't. It had it in Indian language or Hebraic language, and it was saying like peace and blessings, have a great start. So there's no coincidence that everything is happening around this time. We're being restored. We're being restored. And when I was locked up, I was praying for restoration, for God to restore all the years that the locusts have eaten up, which would be the powers that were.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence.
Hell no, it ain't no coincidence. We all feel different. We all if people can't feel the energy shift in the whole planet, in the whole universe and everything that's going on, then they not in tune. That's why it's called universal. You either could be man-made law or you could be with the universal law, the creator law.
That's right.
Some of us when they wiped it out, they went under man-made law.
And we were chosen. We were the chosen ones that were placed. All 144,000 of us were chosen and placed in certain families because you were the beacon of light. God's light, the Most High's light, is inside of you.
Yeah. Remember, if the creator, all right, y'all. The creator is the creator of good and the creator of bad. It won't. How would you know you good if there was no bad, right?
Yep.
So, so he placed all of us inside of certain families, so we always can keep balance.
Yep.
Every so many a years, he'll place us in there. Boom, boom, boom. Because every time they start falling out of balance, and then what happened was some of us that was placed, we never got restored. We didn't catch the signals. So when everything was coming, like, hey nigga, wake up. Hey nigga, wake up. They weren't waking up. They weren't waking up. Our grandparents, great grandparents, our moms, they weren't waking up.
Yep.
Now we got that. It was our turn. Was, man, send me there. Give me the assignment.
Yep.
Give me the assignment. And some people came here and went back to sleep. We came here and was like, nah, y'all. They put us in school. That's grammar school. We learn to read, write, and spell. Y'all know what a spell is? Y'all know what these words are. You know, when you put these words together, it creates a spell, and that's called a cast, right? And they like, what the hell? Now you're going through grammar school. Grammar is nothing but short for gremlin, which is grammar. Man, I'm supposed to be watching football today.
Hey, I'm back. Can you hear me?
He said, football
Dirty
for
bag. Whoa. Yeah. Dirty bag.
Oh man, yeah, I'm on your.
I just say all praises to the Most High for waking me up, and I'm glad that I was chosen because I'm gonna rep. I'm gonna rep.
Yeah.
And I also want to bring something to light too. If every if every person on Earth was
But it
melanated,
sucks
right?
though, because some people really don't want to wake up.
Could you
They
hear?
want,
Could you hear Dirty?
I don't know. I can hear you
I don't think she could. She
loud
couldn't.
and clear.
All right, go Dirty.
Okay, when on here on before anything was considered skin color, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything on Earth was basically melanated at one point. So that means your name, every name derived from the people that was here first. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if you go to Ireland, Ireland was predominantly people of color in Ireland. You go anywhere in England, London, Italy, Germany, France, all that area because it's right connected to Africa, right?
Yeah.
So all of it was melanated people. Okay, even here, everything was melanated. That's why the first Indians they were all melanated. Okay, everything didn't start changing until um, the powers that be say, okay, these people that are fair skinned, that are lighter, are whites. You feel what I mean? That's why if you go over to some parts in Africa, they consider themselves some of the first whites, and they're darker than dark. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah. Facts.
So because it's not it's a statured. It's not a skin tone. It's a stature. The Western civilization turned it into a skin tone. So whenever you look, you got to remember whenever you look up anything online, right, to find the truth, you must try to find the beginning. So if you ever find your name and it says, okay, your family originated over in England, Irish descent, and it shows a whole bunch of people that are European descent, you just remember those people took that name. You see what I'm saying? So they will be able to have some stature.
Yeah. So that's why I did notice that too. Even on the one form that they say fill out, they say West Africa is still considered white. You know, some people they ain't even notice that. And
But
then
then go ahead.
look, we both like, go ahead.
Yeah, but even in Africa, there was no separation. Western world put a separation. The Polish put a separation. That's when they start calling it East Africa, West Africa, Middle Africa, and it wasn't even called Africa then either. So, um, but when you get to learning this stuff, you can really break stuff down real fast.
Yeah, that's what got me on this journey. No lie, in 2015, and then 2017, the birth certificate stuff started coming up, and I just started studying it together, and been like, man, I became an info seeker for real.
Yeah, when you start doing it for your family and you looking up stuff to better your family, oh man, that's a rabbit hole, buddy. It takes you all the way. Like it's a place you never thought you'd go.
Heck yeah. Look, so I didn't went up to Budweiser, right? Budweiser, because I know that certain part of my ancestors had everything to do with the Clydesdale horses and the whole Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, the whole little thing before they came and took it over. When I went inside the Budweiser facility, they had all of these paintings on the wall of all of my family members, the old, the African tribes and shit. I'm like, what? Y'all got all my people on the wall, and yet we out here broke? They was like, who is you? I go, hey, I'm the ancestors of these people on your wall right here. They was like, what the hell? No, I was like, what the hell? And then right when that happened, when I discovered that, remember when they changed Budweiser to American beer?
Yeah.
That was the month I walked in there before they changed it to American beer. When I walked in there and said that, it was no longer Budweiser. It changed to American. I was like, what? Did I wake somebody up?
Made somebody mad. That's what you did. It
Yeah.
was like, what?
How you
Yeah.
gonna have our ancestors on the wall but treating us like slaves? To me, that don't make sense. How is everything not paid for if everything was built off of our family's backs and shit?
I would say something, but I know we're not in private, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. It was just about learning. It made me humble. It told me, even though you're gonna learn this information, Melvin, keep a calm mind with it. Never be hostile with it, because if you're too hostile, you'll scare people away and you will never get your real remedy. So I said, all right, let me be calm, stand on my square, but still be firm in my words and in how I feel. And nobody
Okay.
can knock me off.
So the Budweiser. Okay, so okay, so okay, so your family lost Budweiser.
The what?
Your family got took over
Hell yeah, they did.
by
I
the
seen it.
by the Enhauser
Anheuser.
Enhauser family uh, from Belgium.
Yep. One slave owner.
Oh, hold on. This is what it is. They had stake in the production. Okay, the family owned your family owned they didn't own the full patent. They owned majority of it, but then they had like stakeholders back then. So you had somebody that backed them. Okay, and the people that backed them had 25% stake. Okay,
Mm.
they got somehow whatever happened, they end up losing gaining more of that stake because your family end up putting some of their stake up. And the Anheuser family bought into it. When they bought into it, you know how you have shareholders. And shareholders, you can still be named on the documents and everything like that. You just no longer run the company.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Got you. See, I just was looking like, hold on, you mean to tell me I see everything that's connected to my family all
But
around me, but yeah,
they
we don't
saying
got anything.
they
They think,
saying that's why in the 1980s, that's the reason why in the Budweiser commercial, you normally had melanated people holding the actual drink in the commercials
yeah,
because they showing where it came from. But they just lost it somehow. They just not saying how they lost it. Like not in full detail. You will have to go in and request for documents to get that information.
nice. But at least I knew where. Look. Remember when I said with this here process, it was like who moves my cheese? That would be part of the bread that if I was to get stuck up on, I would never got to the end game and
Oh,
know who I am.
so what happened to your family? Same thing that happened to Jack Daniels.
Mm. See,
See, that's the same thing, almost similar. But Jack Daniels, that guy actually made Jack Daniels. He literally made the alcohol itself.
yeah,
His
we was
family.
probably just the financial backers and provided everybody with everything to build whatever the hell they had to do, and provided like tech companies and all that type of shit. Any type of company that wanted to be started, we was probably the ones that had the funds to help out.
Yeah, it's no telling, man. Your family will have to go in and ask for some documents on your side of the family to get that information. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, that's what I've been studying, how to knock on that door. That's why in the beginning of this process, when I first pushed the social security number and routing number, I was waiting for them to come knock on my door and say I did something wrong, because I was the one that had the questions. But shit, it just led me to paperwork, so I got more shit done.
St. Louis. Huh. Okay. They they end up selling out in 2008. I don't know. It might be somebody in your family you just don't know that's pretty wealthy, man.
Yeah, they just keeping it. Somebody hiding it, but
My bad, money boy. I got all the gold, brother. I got all the gold.
yeah, I kind of figured you was over there handling business. Like Midwest over there doing something important, y'all. And it's on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm over here taking care of some stuff. Get some documents signed and faxed back over and stuff.
Heck yeah, that just gave this conversation gave everybody something to study and find out about their family and why, why they was chosen. Remember when you said what district y'all from? We all really from bigger districts than we really think.
Right.
You know, I don't know where Dirty came up with that information from. Somebody asked what website you got that from.
No, I can't do that.
I know he said he can't do that. That's private information.
The black web, the dark
Hey, your
go fast on the dark web and get your shit rated.
Man, don't get your shit messed up.
And this motherfucker went on the dark web, but they called me and said, "You took all my money out my account." I said, How? Shit,
Oh man.
you got all my money. I said, bro, wasn't me, bro. Go check all your bank and see where it was. Shit, sure shit stank.
All on the
Somebody
dark
had.
web trying to find
You
dark
remember
shit.
the dude that said they was in the studio with Suge Knight and them with the Vaseline?
Oh man,
Oh, mama.
you're stupid.
I don't know what happened to that dude.
You stupid. I don't know what happened to old boy. He probably still listening in the background, just never responding. Like, yeah, that nigga Midwest, man, got me fucked up.
We can't. That nigga went on the dark web and they robbed his ass. All his information.
Oh, but people want to know where I got it. I can't tell you where I got it from. I can just only help out.
Hey, Dirty Wood.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock in the morning, he had a 700 credit score. 3 o'clock p.m., that motherfucker was at 450. Oh, Harvard.
Bad as hell.
I told about that. Y'all be trying to go on the sites and shit. Using them fake ass motherfucking VPN. Talking about you got a free trial and all that shit. You got a free trial, all right. Try your ass right off that mouth. And some people get the VPN and forget to turn the motherfucker on.
Cliff crazy with that one. He said you was chosen straight from Jacob's bloodline.
Damn. I'm doing more research on your family, Chris, than my own shit.
Oh, damn. Look, my family, it's that interested, Dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm in here right now.
See? Everybody, look, when I first started doing that.
I traced it all the way to Louisiana.
Yep. So I know exactly where you at. So now you're getting ready to get to where they're gonna talk about King Sunny Ali and how we was part of Ali.
Right now they overshadowing some kind of painting, some portrait. Somebody in that family did a portrait. That's what I'm looking at right now. That's a nice one too, but trying to see who the artist is. They're not letting me see who the artist is.
That's crazy because I can draw. My kids can draw. That shit's crazy. And then when I found out that I was part connected to King Sunny Ali, right? That's why I was like, man, ooh, Ali, fool. And then I go, hold on, man. It's levels to this. Let me slow my little butt down. You know. I feel like who was that? Prince Charles and Meghan. He stepped down, nobody knew he was royalty. He tried to go through America and everybody started taking pictures once they found out he was royalty. Like, hey, there he is. Seem Alabim.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. Okay, I see what you're talking about. You up in that's in the 1400s.
Yep. Now you get into King Sunny Ali and Mansa Musa.
That's Sunny Ali Belton.
Burr, B-E-R.
But they changed it to Belton.
Yep.
For historical reasons.
Oh shit. So they can keep us disconnected. But the only reason why I knew, because I knew who my family lineage was, and I kept studying and asking my grandparents and my cousins, and I just kept digging. That's how I got all this information.
Okay, so your family ruled over another family,
Mm-hmm.
and the other family was called Songhai, Songhai.
Yep, Songhai. The Songhai Empire.
1464.
I'm from motherfucking roll 'em up tribe.
That was when we was the king of Mali.
Roll 'em up
Mm.
tribe.
Songhai Empire.
That you can't use my family.
It did.
If
From
y'all
there we
want
was
Dirty to do all this shit, right? Y'all gonna email him, right? And then he gonna get y'all together
No.
for a nice little leave me alone.
leave me alone.
Hey, Dirty Wood, let me ask you a question while you do that. Which crest would one go with, their mother's side or their father's side?
Always father.
Got you.
Mother only holds statue inside the household.
Yeah, this
And,
my father's side. The one he
and,
doing right
and
here. This my father's side.
in the outer world, the father holds all the power. God, dog, boy, your family is humongous.
Yep.
Boy, if I tell you something right now, you wouldn't believe me.
I already know. No, they wouldn't believe it because when I said it, they wouldn't believe it. Now that you're gonna say it, they'll believe it. You get what I'm saying, Dirty?
Uh-huh.
If I say it, they won't believe it because they say you and your ego. But if you say it, you're a witness to what the creator has put in line for me.
You kin to Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Uh-huh.
What's she doing in my empire? Nah, I didn't know
I had
that.
people over there looking for you.
Hey, before she got popular, we used to chat on fucking Instagram.
You kin to Ben Brooks, Blanco, Boyd. I don't know what that other name is.
Too.
I don't know how to pronounce that other one. Brenham. I think that would be Brenham.
Mm.
And that's through Sunny.
That's all through Sunny.
Yeah.
Cause through Sunny and them was crazy. They was all right through Sunny. That's where my family was trained in the art of war. Remember when you said y'all was warriors?
Mm-hmm.
So Sonny was the one that was in charge of the war. He was the one who came through and was not like a crazy. I ain't gonna say crazy. He was just more like, nigga, this our shit. I know how to do war. Studied this war. I studied. I ain't gonna say that part. I studied something else, and then he reigned. He took over. He broke free once he found out that he was part of the empire and he was royalty. That's when he broke free.
And that dude was crucial, son.
And then when they took Sonny out by poisoning him because he didn't want to switch over to fully over to Muslim because it wasn't Muslim, it was Muslim. He didn't want to switch over because he wanted to still have his mom roots. I don't know, I was just looking at that. And his dad roots. And they was like, nah, the empire is switching over. So then stories say he got poisoned on horseback coming back from a war. His nephew within the fucking family took him out and took over power. And now
nephew
nephew name is Askia the Great.
Dirty motherfucker.
Little motherfucker.
When I see that nigga, no.
Hey, Midwest. Oh, you wanted a Benz? That's all you wanted was a Benz, nephew? I would have gave you a Benz.
When I see you. Oh, mamas, what it do, what it do, what it
Yeah.
do. Smoking that puff. Got him over there choking. So he got a cold.
Got me over here sweating on that puff.
Well, I got some medicine.
But yeah, Dirty. I see my
I was
family
trying to
was in.
see how many. I was trying to see how many wives he had.
Shit, I had 13.
Mm,
Cause I was trying to figure out why there were so many.
why was our empire so big?
I mean, from the bloodline, and why is it so many? Like it's just crazy. Like he was just popping out children.
Because look, my dad got 9
Oh,
children,
okay.
right?
He had 9 wives.
Okay. See, my dad got 9 children. I got 8. My brother got fucking 6, 7.
I got 15.
It's not on us. It's in us to build our tribe, to build our nation.
Oh, hold up now. Okay, so not only he had children by his wives, he had children by the slave girls, which were captives.
Yeah, he was taking monkey. Give me that shit.
No,
Yeah.
what happened was, look, when they would go and take over an
Yeah, what
empire,
happened was
they would take the queen or the princess, and then once they mate with the royalty of that tribe,
Their heir
now that
becomes,
they became heir to the land.
yeah. And it shows right here, dang on, he was man.
And
But
that's why instead of us just wiping out the tribe, we made it in with the tribe and became the rulers of tribes. And our
but
empire stretched far.
do you know he warred with Mansa Musa too?
Yeah. Yeah, because all right. Once he found out that Mansa Musa killed the dad,
He warred with Mansa
because
Musa.
remember he had Mali. They were the kings of Mali. His dad was the king of Mali, and they had the sons. Now, when Mansa Musa was coming back from Mecca, they had killed the king. When they killed the king, he kept the 2 sons. Now, as he kept the 2 sons, he kept them like royalty and didn't mess up the tribe. Left Mali the way it was, Timbuktu. So all he did was left it the same way that we had already built it. Right? So
Yeah.
then once one of the sons figured out who the hell we was, that's when the rebellion came against Mansa Musa from our family. And then we were the ones that ruled the army. We was the ones who ruled the army because we was the warriors. So, they rocked with us. And that's when we overthrew the empire. And then we took our shit back. And then we went back to Songhai. We took back over Songhai, Jenny, all that shit. Then when they came over here to South America and they saw all them big ass statues and all that shit of them heads, all them was from our empire. So when they tried to say, hey, we started capturing people, they couldn't say that they captured us because guess what? We spoke the same language. Why do archaeologists say that those heads match the heads over there in Africa? That's my tribe. But you feel me? It's up to the world to figure this shit out. If I say it, they'll be like, nigga, you ain't part of shit. But if other people dig into it and see what I see, they like, oh man, nigga, this is all our shit.
this is why
Okay.
I'm hot.
Okay, so daggone, man. Yo, man. Okay. So what's going on in Niger right now and Mali and all those
Mm-hmm.
places? It's got something to do with your family.
Yes, but me waking up, claiming all my shit first, getting all my paperwork done, thanks to Midwest.
Bloodline.
Thanks to Midwest. You feel me?
Bloodline.
Thanks to my brother from another fucking mother,
Bloodline.
another tribe that was right there, that was probably just as big as mine, if not bigger. You feel me? We waking up. Niggas was like, hey, I can't tell you to wake up, but I can show you a little bit to wake up. Give you a little nudge, give you a little go. Now our go is going. Now we like, hold on. We can go back and, man, let me just hit this blunt because they say I'm high like Smokey on Friday.
Who say you?
That's what the world would say. Them niggas
Okay.
just talking out the side of their mouth. They high. They don't know what they talking about. You just dug into the history and brought it out on MW's channel. But
Hold on. Somebody saying Invec is saying this crest stuff for people born in another country. They gotta create their own, right? No.
see, Envy, he just broke mine down on everything that I already knew. On my whole royalty. I already knew everything that Dirty just told me. I already knew. But if I would have said it, people would have looked at me like, nigga, you arrogant. You don't know what you talking about. You high. You just up there smoking blunts. Dirty just dug into it and broke it all down. Where the family crest came from, why that shit came about, all the things on it, and then trace back and seeing where, why, where, all the way back to Sunny 1400s and following back. And then I already knew that. Then I showed them how to connect it back to South America because we was already here on this here continent. Man, shit gets deep.
Like right now, you're the. I could be reading this really if I really wanted to, but then yeah, I don't want to put all your information, your family information out there, but it all this how you know that everything started with Melanated, because I'm just gonna read a portion. It says Sunny Bell, which is Belton, basically, which Bell stands for like warrior or whatever. So it says is believed to have been pure dark skinned African, brought as a slave to British colony of Maryland. But see, all that right there, when you start doing a deep dive, because there's different, like you had Sonny the father, Sonny the son, then the family members started naming the other children Sonny because of the stature.
Facts.
So when you start breaking it down and you trace it all the way back, that's how I got to West Africa and all that.
Yeah. See,
And how many wives he had, and what family branched off from it. That's how I was able to reach to see Cardi B.
Gotcha. See, once I went back, I didn't come back forward. I just stayed back there. And I wanted to know who was his father, his mother. His father was Farrakoo. Man, this shit gets deep. This shit I learned, like, man, my bloodline is.
But every family has a crest. But when you go to look at your crest, you have to think everything is westernized. So when everything is backwards. So whenever you go and look up that crest, you have to realize didn't no other people wear tassel but melanated people. Nobody didn't wear the fez but melanated people.
Yeah. Then when they
And,
removed the fez, they made the high top fade.
but and everybody wasn't a Moor neither. So I want to make that clear. I want to make that very clear. So some people just say things, and if you do a deep dive, you realize it's like you have different people where like you had Muslims. There were no Jewish at that time. You feel what I'm saying?
Heck yeah. You see how far I dug back, so you know, and I kept going a little further. So I started noticing and realizing. And I just said, all right, just keep on your cloak and keep going. You feel me? Sometimes everybody, they don't got to know who you are. As long as you know who you are and start learning how to maneuver and just,
So your family basically left when the war broke out. Then everybody split up. Your family left and came and was already here.
yeah,
And then they somehow merged all the way down. They could have been traveling for food. You never know, because they own trade routes. So since they owned all the trade routes, they basically go anywhere they wanted to.
exactly. So that's why once everything started opening up here, and they was like, hold on, fool, you got some of our captured slaves that ain't supposed to be slaves. Them niggas is royalty. What the hell are you doing? And they was like, if they royalty, um, they should speak the same language. And some people was lost because they didn't know the language anymore. You know, that's where the different languages came in. They didn't speak their original tongue. But it's certain features that we all look alike. Because my daughters saw a picture of Sonny, and when they saw Sonny, they didn't call him Sonny. They called him my brother. They was like, look at Uncle Willie. And I was like, that ain't Uncle Willie. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But once you do how you just went through that, you'll see who Willie is in there.
Well, you can do your family crest. You can do your family crest 1464.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until now, if you wanted to.
Yeah, ship, what it do?
Ship. Ship be steering the ship, y'all.
Hey, family.
Hey,
How
how
y'all
you feeling,
doing?
Ship?
All right, Shep, how you do?
What's the word?
What's good?
I'm
Ship,
feeling
ship.
amazing. I'm feeling amazing.
Hope you are too.
And my bad, y'all. Dirty just gave y'all a little history lesson on Money Boy.
Oh, that's cool. I'm good, y'all. I'm just gonna get ready and get off here. I got some stuff to do. I know y'all got some stuff to do.
Yes, sir.
He said, I'm going to create one with the elements of both me and my wife.
That silence speaks volumes. I'm out. Peace.
Peace, peace, peace,
Peace.
Peace.
peace. Ship, you want to take us to the crib?
It's an honor.
Palms up.
Heavenly Father, thank you for the passion of history. Looking back at a line of royalty. Father, you are showing all of us our line of divinity to you, our oneness with you, and that whatever the source you come from, you were never separated from. You show us that where we came from, we're always connected to, and that we can never be separated from you. Not in any time, not in any universe, not in any situation or circumstance. We're one. You've given us each different paths. You've given us each bloodlines. You've given us each our own history, but it all comes back to one. And Father, we thank you for you, our source. Thank you for our brothers and sisters. Father, may we serve each other. May we be our brother's keeper. Give us the might, the wisdom, the strength to do that, to live like that. so that everyone can be encouraged to help the other.
You can let them know I'm live now. You can tell them what time.
Father, ask that you would
All right. They listening.
continue to help us be encouraged.
Hello, everybody. We miss y'all. So we're gonna do a class tonight. We're gonna do the bill pay class, and then but we don't have a lot of people signed up for that. So we will take housing and transportation questions. If you guys need that. So a lot of people are coming up to getting their earnest money needed, and I need those people on the line tonight. If you have your contract and you need your earnest money sent to the realtor, come on the call tonight with all your paperwork, and we're gonna get your earnest money order sent out. And then when they get there Monday morning, the earnest money will be sitting there waiting for them. We're so excited about things that are happening in the testimonies, y'all. So jump on this right away, and I can't wait to talk to y'all tonight.
And I'll send out the link. Once she let me know, I'll send her a link, and then the people, we'll get them in there.
Okay.
All righty
Thank
then.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Peace. Absolutely, y'all.
That sounds like magic there to me.
Right after the prayer, she called. Right in the middle of it, brother.
Right in the middle.
That's like, man. Good.
Man. Amen, Shipper. Amen. So
Amen.
be.
Amen.
Yeshua.
This how you know this shit is divine, bro. Like, it don't happen like this out the blue. I just got some information that blew my socks off. But,
what? Put them socks back on. I saw that Chinese lady over there messing with them toes.
Oh, mama. I'm gonna have one in the basement at the crib. Shrimp fried rice. No.
Man, this was a good one, y'all. I didn't mean to take up too much of y'all time, but
oh no, it was great. That was perfect Saturday. A lot of people, needed that little motivation to get up and do something, read a book, or now look, Alexandra got on there. They know we finna get to have a call in a little bit. So man, it was good.
Yeah.
They asked me what I was doing today. I told them I'm in the house. I had some good shit going on, and God is blessing us with these contracts and these purchase orders, and man, we just gotta keep it moving. Like, man, this is awesome. I'll see y'all tonight in the class. I'm gonna get ready to set up everything for later. Chipper, I'll see y'all in a little bit.
All right, peace and love.
Peace
and all right, then, Dave. Peace and love, man.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Be family in the back.
Dirty Woods, text me your email address.
All right, bet. I'll do that ASAP.
All righty then. Talk to y'all in a little bit, y'all. Peace and love.
Peace to you. Peace to everybody.